Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Jennifer and Diamonds. I am Jennifer. If you're new here, welcome on in and I hope you enjoy your stay. So today we are going to do a year in review for 2023. So I started diamond painting in mid-July of 2023. For mid-July to the end of 2023, I completed 12 diamond paintings. I'm just gonna double check that number. I'm pretty sure it's 12. Yeah, 12. So some of them, or most of them I have here, but there's a few that I actually have framed and up on my wall. So those ones I'll just post pictures on the screen and then talk about them. I'm not going to go into great detail. Pretty much all of these I have post reviews on. So, okay, so the first one, which I'll post a picture here, was a Make Market kit from Michaels called Cottage. It was a 45.4 by 60.9 centimeters, 35 colors, 33,708 round drills. I started it on July 15th and finished it on August 13th, and it took me approximately 46 hours and 39 minutes. So yeah, so this one was my first one. It was around, started off, I don't know, easy. A lot of people find rounds easier, although I'm more partial to squares now. But so yeah, so my second one was this one. This one is a Dreamer Designs kit. So I had bought, they have a trial kit or like trial set kind of thing. I saw an ad on Facebook where you could get a free diamond painting. So all you had to do is pay for shipping. So you can either buy one or you can buy a package of 4. So I decided to get a package of 4, and it cost about $60 US for the shipping for all 4, which seems high because you have to pay per, even though you're getting it in a bundle. Actually, I think you still got one. I think if you got it in a bundle, I think one of them you didn't have to pay for shipping. I don't know, but each individual one you had to pay for shipping. Usually you don't have to pay that much for shipping, but whatever. It was still a deal. It still worked out to be about half price if you took into account how much they were on the site. So anyway, so this was the first one I did from that trial pack. It was Twisted Blossom by, it was legally licensed by Anne Marie Bone. It's a 30 by 30 centimeter, 37 colors with 1 AB, 14,400 square drills, started on August 14th and finished it on August 22nd. So this was my second one. So this one was my first square and I really liked it. This one's pretty pixelated, but I still like the way it turned out. You can get this one, actually, I think you can get this one in a bigger size than 30 by 30. Okay, and then the next one is this one here. There's another one of the 4-pack. This one is Liberty's Light from another Dreamer Designs, legally licensed from Michael Humphreys. It's a 32 by 28 centimeter. It had 45 colors, 3 ABs, 11,400 round drills. Started on August 23rd and finished it on August 31st. And it took me about 13 hours and 19 minutes. So this was again the only round. So in the 4-pack there was 3 squares and 1 round. So this was the round. I pretty much every one that I did last year I liked. There's only one that I'm like but actually there's one that I'm and there's one like So this one I liked. I mean, again, it's pretty pretty pixelated, but it's only a stack size, so I wasn't expecting much, but I think it still turned out really well. And I do plan to frame all these. I just haven't got the frames. Frames can add up in cost, and I got these out of order. This one's the next one. This one is number 5 for the year. I can get most of it in the picture. So this one was my first event that I did in the year. This I did for Drills and Chills and a couple other events, smaller events. So this one is a Make Market kit. They just call it pumpkin. I like all the faces, all the different faces. I really like them. It's a 40.6 by 50.8 centimeter, and it has 23 colors and 3 glow in the dark. Wait a minute, this is out of order. I missed one. Okay, well, we'll go back. This is the 5th one, but we'll go back to 4. We'll just show you this one. This was the second one I did for the Drills and Chills. So yeah, so this one has about 25,276 round drills. I started on September 21st and finished it on October 10th. And it took me about 27 hours and 45 minutes. So this was the second one. So actually number 4 for the year, which I somehow skipped over, going through my book, and 2 pages stuck together apparently. So number 4 for the year, I'll have to post a picture here because I actually did it for my husband, and I framed it and put it in his office, and it was a skull canvas from Make Market, 40.6 centimeter by 50.8 centimeter, 27 colors and 1 glow in the dark. 25,276 round drills. Started on September 1st and finished it on September 20th. And again, I did that one for Drills and Chills and a couple of smaller events, and it took me about 24 hours and 42 minutes. So my husband was the one that picked this out. I remember going to the store to Michael's, and I told my husband I just wanted to see the Halloween kits, and then he saw the skull one, and he's like, "Oh, a skull one," and I'm like, "Well, I'll get the skull one if I'm like, I'll get it if you want it, and I'll make it for you." So I did, and then I think about a week or so later is when I got the pumpkin one. Maybe not even that long. Okay, so number 6 is this one. This one, I get most of it in the picture. I'll just scroll up and down here so you can see the rest of it. There we go. Okay, so this one is another Dreamer Designs. It's Lily Lagoon by Sandra Trubin, 40 by 50 centimeters, 30 colors, 2 ABs, 32,000 square drills. I started on October 11th and finished it on October 30th. And again, this was the 6th finish of the year, and it took me 35 hours and 3 minutes to complete. I really like this one. I'm planning to frame this one and put it up on the wall. I just haven't got around to it. Yeah. I like all the colors. Again, I'll post a link down below. I'll post a link to 2 links. One to my unboxing group, like a group of videos, and one of my post reviews, so you can check those all out. Okay, the next one I'll have to post a picture here. It was a kit I did for my mom for Christmas called In the Arms of the Angel by Mandy Manzano. It's a Diamond Art Club. It's a 32 by 43 centimeter, 27 colors, no special drills, and 21,294 square drills. It started on October 19th, finished it on October 30th. It was the 7th finish of the year. And it took me 22 hours and 35 minutes. Like I said, I did that one for my mom. I got a frame for it, and I gave it to her for Christmas. My uncle passed away this year, and it was her brother, so I thought that would be nice to nice picture for her, maybe give her a little bit of comfort. So I did that. And my parents are fairly religious. I'm not so much, but they are, so I figured they would like it. It is a beautiful picture, though. I love the look of angels. So okay, next one, finish number 8 for the year. This one, Butterfly Orchid Fantasy from Dreamer Designs by Sandra Trubin. It was a 30 by 30 centimeter, 39 colors, 2 ABs, 14,400 square drills. Started on October 31st, finished it on November 8th. Again, it was my 8th finish, and it took me 16 hours and 48 minutes. So this was the third of the 4 kits that I got from that trial set. I call it a trial set. I don't think they actually call it a trial set, but I call it a trial set. You can get them on their website, but I thought it was a pretty good deal the way I got it. Again, I really like all the bright colors and the butterfly and the flowers. It turned out really well. I liked it. Okay. Number 9 is this one, Over the Rainbow. Now this one, when I saw it, I was a little worried about it. I was worried about how the colors blended in here. But I think it turned out okay. So this one is Over the Rainbow. Again, it's a Dreamer Designs, and it's by the artist Elise Dabij. Probably totally murdering that. The name's right up here. It's a 30 by 30 centimeter, 46 colors, 2 ABs, 14,400 square drills. Started it on November 9th, finished it on November 17th, and it took me 14 hours and 28 minutes to do. So yeah, so I love rainbow roses. Again, I mentioned this. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in both unboxing and the post review. I know rainbow roses don't exist in nature. They use like food coloring or something to get all the colors, but I think they're beautiful. Again, I was worried about the edge here blending in. It does blend in a little bit, but I still think it turned out pretty good. I plan to, this was the 4th of the trial kits, and I plan to get frames and hang them all together on a wall downstairs in my living room. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, next one was a big one, and I'll post a picture here because I have it on my wall. It's a Christmas one called Ye Old Christmas Shop from Dreamer Designs by Ciro Marchetti. Probably murdered that name too. It was a 90 by 60 centimeter, 67 colors, 10 ABs. There were so many ABs in this one. I loved it. It's so sparkly. The picture obviously does not do it justice. Up on the wall, it just sparkles like crazy. Like when the light hits it, like so much sparkle. It was 86,400 square drills. Started on November 18th, finished it on December 22nd. It was the 10th finish of the year. Took me 95 hours and 24 minutes, and I did this one for Jingle Drills. So this one I kind of like, it would have usually taken me longer. So what I did pretty much all of last year was I would section off the canvas in 10 by 10 centimeter sections and do one section a day. For this one, because I was starting it, I had originally planned to start it the 1st of November, but Jingle Drills didn't start until November 18th, and it needed to be a new start. So for like half of the canvas, I think I did double sections each day. And then the last part, I slowed down and just did one section a day again. I am planning to change that this year. I'm going to do more sections each day, but I'll get into that a little bit later. Okay, so next one. I had bought a mystery box from Diamond Art Club. It had 4 diamond paintings in it. I can't remember what the price was. I don't have it on in my book. I think it was like 100. I can't remember. It was for in Canadian dollars. It was over $100 for sure, but I can't think of what it was. But anyway, so it was just basically 4 random kits. But it was from like the discontinued sale kits. So it was basically stuff they were just trying to get rid of. But since I had the time, had next to no diamond paintings, I decided to go for it. So this was one of the kits. Was my least favorite in the kits that I got. But I needed something to fill my time at the end of the year, so I did this one. So this one was Tie-Dye French Bulldog by Penny Collins from Diamond Art Club. 22.9 centimeter by 30.8 centimeter. 44 colors, 4 ABs, 9,020 round drills. Started on December 23rd and finished on December 28th. Again, this was my 11th finish for the year, and it took me 8 hours and 55 minutes. So this one, I mean, I like it. It's sparkly. I like more detail. I know that's not the purpose of this picture. It's just basically a bunch of blobs of color they put in the shape of a bulldog, but you can't really see its face, but you can still kind of see from its ears and the shape of its face that it's supposed to be a bulldog. But I don't know, detail in its face would have been nice, but you can't really do that with the way they did the picture. It was fun to work on. Definitely a lot of color blocking in the back, and then lots of splotches of color in the middle. Again, I did it because I had it and I wanted something to do at the end of the year. This was my meh one. And then this one was my blech one. I really don't like this one. This is not even a licensed kit, but because it's a like old masters type thing, it doesn't have to be licensed technically, because it's a Vincent van Gogh. It is Starry Night. I got this kit from Temu. I think it was like my first order from Temu. This is the only diamond painting I ever got from Temu, and the way I justified it that getting even this one is because it's a Vincent van Gogh and it's an old master, so it doesn't have to be licensed. Because, you know, Vincent van Gogh's been dead for a while. It's part of like basically the public domain kind of thing. It's meh. I did this one. My daughter was excited for me to do this one. She likes to draw and stuff, so she knows who Vincent van Gogh is, and she likes this one. So I'm planning to put this up in her room. Although I'm planning to look to see if I can get an actual one from like Diamond Art Club or something like that, because they do have this one, better detail, bigger, blah blah blah. So I might get her a bigger one and do that one and replace this one, because this one was the detail's not great because it's so small. It's like a 30 by 40, but it's 30 by 40 is to the edges of the canvas, not the edges of the actual picture. So yeah, I don't know how many drills this is. I didn't bother counting because I would have to, like for the Make Market ones, I would count how many this way and how many this way, and then, do math. But I didn't bother with this one. It was round drills. I started it on December 29th, finished it on December 31st. And this was my 12th finish for the year. My final finish for the year kind of ended on a blech note, but it was just basically a few days that I needed to fill some time because I like diamond painting every day. Yeah. I didn't even bother do a post review on this one because, yeah. Okay, so plans for 2024. So right now I'm working on this one. My first bird. I am totally obsessed with birds, and I finally started one because there is a Richard Lorenz event going on. This is Purnell. Look at him. He's amazing. So this is where I started doing more than one square. So I started off doing a square a day, but then I'm like, wait a minute. The reason why I was doing a one section a day and that's it was, I started doing that was I didn't have a lot of diamond paintings in my stash, and I wanted to stretch it out because I didn't plan to have a big stash at all because it gets expensive. But yeah, you know how that goes. I now have, I think 18, not counting this one, in my stash. Let me see. I'm bringing up Gems Flow. I keep everything in Gems Flow. So I have actually 17 in my stash, plus one on the way. So I'm like, I don't need to necessarily stretch this out as much as I can. So I started off, I think for the first 3 sections, I think I did one a day. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I don't need to do that. And now basically I'm doing 3 sections a day. So this one will get done faster than I had originally planned, but we'll work with it. So this one, again, is one of the Richard Lorenz birds. Let me get out my information here. It's Purnell by Richard Lorenz. It's Diamond Art Club. It's a 55.8 centimeter by 74 centimeter, 67 colors, 3 ABs, 3 fairy dust. So this is the first time I got to use fairy dust, and I really like it. They are so much easier to work with than ABs. So with ABs, I went from like trying to use my pen to now I just use tweezers. It goes a little bit slower, but it's so less frustrating. I was getting so frustrated working with ABs because it'd pull out the wax, stick to my putty, blah, blah, blah. I know there's little tricks to stop from doing that, but tweezers is just easier. This one will have 66,528 square drills, and I started on January 1st. It will be my first finish for the year because I do one diamond painting at a time. The only time I did something different was when I did the Mandy Manzano for my mom. I did that alongside another diamond painting. So yeah, so my plan is I have like 8 birds. I think it's 8 birds. Let me see. So I have this one, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more after this one. So I have a total of 9 birds, including this one. Right now, there's more that I still want to get. I plan to get them all eventually. So this is going to be like the year of the bird. I'm going to be doing so many birds. I'm going to try to do them alongside doing events. Hope like this one I can do because it's a Richard Lorenz, and there's a Richard Lorenz event going on right now. I'm doing Fabiola after I do this one. So yeah, so my plans for this year is basically doing tons of birds, doing tons of events, just because it's fun to chat with other people who are diamond painting, and do more sections a day. So I'll be doing things faster. I'm participating. There's like 3 different year-long bingo events that I'm participating in. There's one that's in my well, it used to be called now that I can remember it, DP Fans Canada, or I don't know, something like that. They changed the name. I'll post a link. It's a Canadian group, although anybody around the world can join as long as they are willing to. If they do a D-stash, they're willing to ship to Canada. Other than that, it doesn't matter. It's the D-stash part. That if you want to de-stash in the group, you have to be willing to ship to Canada. I'll post, like I said, I'll post a link. I can't remember exactly what they changed the name to. It's just, I think it's called DAC. Because before it was called Licensed DP Fans Canada. Now it's DAC Fans Canada, I believe. Something like that. So there's a bingo event that she started. Not really a bingo event. Well, kind of. It's not a full bingo card. There's like 6 different things that you can do throughout the year. Then there's one that is just on the Facebook group, or another Facebook group for bingo. I'll post links for each of them if I could find links. I think one is just on Instagram, but 2 of them are on Facebook. I don't know. They're year-long events. One of them is super complicated because there's multiple bingo cards. But it sounds fun, so I'm trying to try that. So yeah, I don't really have any goals for 2024 other than getting as many birds done as possible, because I absolutely love birds. I love these Richard Lorenz birds. So I think that is about it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. And I will see you next time. Bye!